What clients should know before hiring a family lawyer in Washington? Hiring a family lawyer is often one of the first serious decisions a person makes during a difficult personal season. Divorce, custody, support, parenting plans, probate concerns, and related disputes can affect daily life, finances, and family stability. For many people searching for Chris Jackman Lawyer Washington, the larger question is not only who to call. It is how to know whether an attorney is the right fit. A good legal relationship starts with informed questions. Clients should understand how a lawyer communicates, prepares, thinks through problems, and responds when circumstances change. Family law representation is not just paperwork. It is guidance through decisions that can carry long-term consequences. Chris Jackman, owner and managing attorney of the Jackman Law Firm, has built his practice around the belief that clients need clear information before strategy can be formed. His background as a litigator, mediator, and firm leader offers one example of how a Washington family lawyer may approach client service with preparation, direct communication, and practical judgment. Start with the lawyer's family law focus. Choosing a family lawyer should begin with the attorney's actual work. Family law can include divorce, custody, child support, parenting plans, relocation issues, modifications, and related court proceedings. Some lawyers handle these matters occasionally. Others spend much of their practice in this area. Clients should ask what types of family law matters the attorney regularly handles. They should also ask how the lawyer approaches cases that may settle compared with cases that may require court time. Jackman founded his firm more than a decade ago with a focus on helping fathers and parents protect their rights. His firm, which began in Seattle, now serves clients in Washington, Colorado, and Texas. That growth reflects a practice model centered on family concerns, client communication, and litigation readiness. Courtroom experience still matters. Many family law matters are resolved outside a full trial. That does not make courtroom experience unimportant. A lawyer who understands courtroom procedure can often evaluate risk more clearly and prepare a client for possible outcomes. Clients should ask whether the attorney has tried cases before judges or juries, handled contested hearings, participated in mediation, and represented clients in arbitration. These questions are not about finding a lawyer who wants every matter to become a fight. They are about knowing whether the lawyer can respond if negotiation does not resolve the dispute. Jackman's background includes trials before juries and judges, more than 100 arbitrations, and hundreds of mediations. That range of experience can shape how an attorney evaluates pressure points, settlement options, and the practical limits of a case. Communication is a core hiring factor. Family law clients often have urgent questions. They may be worried about their children, their home, their finances, or the next hearing. Poor communication can make those concerns worse. Before hiring a family law attorney, Washington residents should ask how often they will receive updates, who will be their main contact, and how quickly the firm responds to messages. They should also ask whether the lawyer explains legal options in plain language. The Jackman Law Firm states that it has a policy of communicating with clients within 24 hours when they reach out about case status or questions. That type of standard matters because clients should not have to guess whether anyone is paying attention to their case. Responsiveness does not mean the client controls every step. It means the lawyer treats questions seriously and keeps the client informed enough to make sound decisions. Look for strategic thinking, not just activity. A busy lawyer is not always a strategic lawyer. Family law cases often involve emotion, pressure, and competing priorities. Activity alone does not equal progress. Clients should ask how the attorney builds a strategy. The answer should include more than filing documents. A strong strategy usually starts with learning the client's goals, identifying the legal issues, reviewing facts, preparing evidence, and deciding which steps are worth taking. Jackman has described his own decision-making style as listening to trusted advice, weighing options, and then making a clear decision rather than staying stuck in uncertainty. In legal work, that same approach can help clients avoid being overwhelmed by every possible path. Strategic thinking also means knowing when to be direct. Jackman has said he believes clients are owed what they need to hear, not only what they want to hear. In family law, honest guidance can help a client avoid choices driven only by anger, fear, or frustration. Use the initial consultation wisely. A legal consultation in Washington family's schedule should be more than a short introduction. It should help the client understand the attorney's process and give the attorney enough information to identify the next steps. Clients should come prepared with a timeline, court documents, financial records, and questions. They do not need to know every legal term. They should be ready to explain what has happened, what they are worried about, and what outcome they are trying to reach. Good questions include these. How do you usually communicate with clients? What are the main issues you see in my matter? What information do you need from me? What are the possible next steps? What cost should I understand before moving forward? The goal is not to leave the consultation with a guaranteed result. The goal is to leave with a clearer understanding of the process, the attorney's approach, and whether the relationship feels workable. Client focus should be more than a phrase. Many firms say they are client-focused. Clients should look for signs that the phrase has meaning. Client-focused service can include clear billing explanations, timely updates, organized preparation, respectful conversations, and a willingness to understand the client's personal goals. It also includes setting boundaries when a requested step may not help the case. Jackman has described 3 values that guide his firm: staying customer-focused, taking ownership of work, and building a culture that rewards excellence. Those values are relevant to anyone seeking family law representation because a case is often handled by more than one person inside a firm. Clients should ask who will work on their matter and how the team is supervised. A lawyer with staff support can be helpful, but only when roles are clear and quality control is taken seriously. Ask about preparation and education. Family law changes over time through statutes, court rules, and judicial practice. Clients do not need to test a lawyer with technical questions, but they should ask how the lawyer stays current. Jackman has said he attends in-person events each year that cover law, management, and practice development. He also values learning from other attorneys who handle similar issues in other parts of the country. That habit matters because legal judgment improves when attorneys keep learning. It also shows whether the lawyer treats the profession as a craft, not just a service. Preparation also includes client education. A lawyer should explain what documents matter, what deadlines may arise, and what conduct can help or hurt the client's position. Experience with people matters too. Family law is personal. Clients may be upset, scared, embarrassed, or tired. A lawyer must be able to work with facts while also understanding that the client is living through the dispute. Jackman has spoken about coaching attorneys and staff to consider what clients are going through during difficult family and business disputes. That perspective is important because legal service requires more than technical knowledge. It requires listening, patience, and clear direction. A client should notice whether the lawyer interrupts, dismisses concerns, or rushes through the story. The first conversation often shows how future communication will feel. Choosing the right fit for your case. No single factor should decide the hiring choice. The best fit often comes from a combination of experience, communication, strategy, responsiveness, and trust. Someone searching for Chris Jackman Lawyer Washington may be trying to learn whether his approach fits their needs. The same careful process should apply to any attorney search. Clients should review the lawyer's background, Ask direct questions, and pay attention to how the lawyer explains hard issues. Choosing a family lawyer is not about finding someone who simply agrees with the client. It is about finding someone who listens, tells the truth plainly, and builds a plan around the client's facts and goals. Making a careful legal hiring decision. The decision to hire a Washington family lawyer should be made with patience and practical judgment. Clients should take the time to prepare for consultations, compare how lawyers communicate, and consider whether the attorney has the experience needed for the matter ahead. That includes knowing what the lawyer can control and what must be decided through negotiation or court process over time. Family law decisions can shape parenting, finances, and daily routines. An informed client is better prepared to work with counsel, understand the process, and make decisions that reflect both legal realities and personal priorities.